Alright, so here's a series of algebraic fractions and simplification that is applicable for secondary students. Now these questions have been learned as early as Sec 1, so if you're Sec 1 and above, you can try out these questions together, okay? Now simplify each of the following: 1 over 3w minus 1 over 12w. So as you can see, the denominators are different. So in order to add or subtract, we need to make sure denominators are the same. 1 over 3w minus 1 over 4 times 3w. So the difference in the two denominators is the 4. Alright, so we need to multiply by 4 here. Do the same thing at the bottom. 4 over 12w minus 1 over 12w. So this will be 4 minus 1 over 12w, which will be 3 over 12w. 3 and 12, you can divide by 3. Alright, so when we do that, divide by 3, we get 1 over 4w. Final answer. Okay, now next up, part B. 9 over 2c minus 10 over CR. This is part B. 9 over 2c minus 10 over c times r. So what's lacking in the first fraction as compared to the second one is actually an r. What's lacking in the second fraction as compared to the first one is actually the 2. Okay, so we times r, and over here we times 2 times 2. So now denominators are exactly the same. So 9r over 2cr minus 20 over 2cr, and we can combine the numerators. Everything goes into one fraction. Okay, that's for part B. Now for part C, 12 over 5t squared minus 17 over 10tz. 12 over 5t squared minus 17 over 10tz. Alright, so in terms of numbers 5 and 10, you need to times 2 so that you get 10. Alright, so we need to have a 2 here for sure. In terms of the letter t, there's a t squared, there's only a t here. So you need to times by t. In terms of z, there's a z here, there's no z here. So you need to times 2 and also z. So 2z. So what's happening now? You will have 12 times 2z, that will be 24z over 5 times 2 is 10, 10t square z, 10t square z, minus 17t over 10t square z. Denominator is now the same, 24z minus 17t over 10t square z. Part C is done. Now for part D. M over m minus n plus m over n minus m. Now m minus n over here is the opposite, n minus m. So we need to make it the same. So when we change it to m minus n, the only thing you need to do is change this minus to a plus. Just reverse the sign. Plus n plus m over m minus n. Combine the denominator, plus m over m minus n. So m add to m, that is twice of m, plus n over m minus n. Final answer for part D. And that's it for this algebraic fractions practice.